Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. My name is Arsh Arora. I recently completed my PhD from UAB with a focus on cybersecurity. The emphasis of my thesis was to analyze the ransomware production and develop preventive measures against the rising ransomware attacks. The following presentation is for the 14th International Conference for International Internet Technology and Secure Transaction and is the case study of all the ransomware variants produced in the year 2017. Without any further delay, let's get started. Following is the outline for the presentation. We will discuss the rapid increase in the ransomware production over the past few years, along with the different types of ransomware attacks, primarily locker and crypto ransomware. In addition, the total number of variants produced in 2017 and discussion about the ones that are still active in 2018. So, let's begin by discussing about ransomware. What is ransomware? Ransomware is a form of malware that encrypts the user machine and seeks ransom in return to make the file usable again. It is one of the catastrophic variants of the entire malware community. Everyone's scared and the return of investment is extremely high, that it is no surprise that ransomware is used as a service. People buy that service paying money to the attackers to send spam to people with ransomware links or attachments. The year 2016 marked a drastic change in the ransomware landscape and was considered as the year of ransomware. Slow and steadily, ransomware became the most attractive as well as the most dangerous piece of malware. New ransomwares were being produced like crazy. 2017 saw an astonishing 3 times more growth than 2016. The graph shows the number of variants that were produced over the past few years. The production was much lower in the earlier year, as it can be seen 2012 1, 2013 8, 14 13 and 15 35. But it changed rapidly in the latter years of 2016 and 2017. The growth just skyrocketed in the year 2017 with more than 1.5 ransomware being produced daily. The bar graph displays the month-wise production of the various ransomware variants for the year 2016, with a maximum of 25 being produced in the month of June, followed by August and September and then May. And this is the chart that shows the revenue generated by individual spam campaigns during the year 2016. If you guys remember correctly, Loki was on high at that point. It struck the market and created a havoc among the industry. It led the chart and was the highest grosser with $7.8 million. It's followed by Cerber $6.9 million, CryptoLocker 2, CryptXX 1.9, SamSam, Torrent Locker, Spora, and not to forget, WannaCry. So this is the chart that shows the variants of 2017. The bars of the ransomware variants are much higher. An interesting thing to note is that each month is more than the highest produced in a single month of 2016. April, May, June, July, August are the highest numbers of ransomware that are produced. Probably, I would say it's summer vacation in the attackers' world. Who knows? So this is the comparison chart of both the years. Both the graphs follow a similar pattern as they rise up during the months of May, June, July, August, and relatively slow during the other months. Although they follow a similar pattern when it compares, it's just the production has increased drastically. So next we're going to discuss about the different types of ransomware and their respective attack patterns. Locker ransomware and crypto ransomware. So locker ransomware mainly targets the master file table or the master boot record and tries to encrypt the entire file system. It locks the user's machine without any access to the machine and makes it extremely difficult for the user to operate. A vulnerability is identified in the system and exploited to encrypt the system. On 12th May 2017, a worldwide outbreak occurred when WannaCry ransomware infected more than 200,000 Microsoft Windows computers across 150 countries. It exploited the server message block, commonly known as SMB protocol vulnerability. Although the patch was released by the NSA and the Microsoft, but still the systems were not enough regularly updated and caused this massive outbreak to occur. And the SAM generally targets the obsolete healthcare infrastructure. Crypto ransomware generally targets single user machine and mostly spreads via spam campaigns. It is surprisingly very easy to produce new variants of the crypto ransomware and therefore is the main focus of the research paper. Here you go. As mentioned, producing new variants is super easy, making the ransomware production and distribution a multi-million-dollar business. You just need to put in your text node what you want to show once the system is encrypted. You search under search mask, you can select the extensions that you want to encrypt. On the right side where it shows that star.nnn, you put in what extension you want to append, what encryption algorithm you want to use, and if you need a password to decrypt it. And then you hit the magic create button to create a binary that can be used to send in various spam campaigns as an attachment or as any other downloaded file. This became extremely convenient, and anybody without proper knowledge can create a new ransomware binary. The return of investment became extremely high. Due to the high return, ransomware was started to being used as a service. These are some of the service providers that give various options to basically create your own binary and use it as per desired. So Philadelphia gives you the option to personalize for $389 only. Frozer Locker can encrypt up to 250 extensions for 0.14 bitcoins. Satan, the creator, takes control and says, just pay me 30% of the proceeds and I'll do everything for you. Create the binary, send it to people, spam it, name a service, and they have it. My favorite is Raspberry, as they offer long-term services as well as short-term services for seasoned spammers, and they give a handsome discount. So it is evident that ransomware became a prominent service as 552 variants were produced in the year 2017. Out of the 552, 384 were the unique ransomware variants, of which 46 ransomware variants were ones that had more than one extension. They might have the same family name, but it appended a different file extension at the end of the file during different spam campaigns. Similarly, 430 different extensions were used by all the ransomware families. 32 extensions were used by more than one ransomware family. It's often considered that ransomware name or extension is used as a unique identifier for the attackers to distribute money who may be working in a group. So these are the ransomware variants with more than one extension. Globe Imposter was the most dominant family with 41 extensions, followed by Jigsaw 29, SamSam 20, BTCware 15, Locky 7, Cryptomix, Exorcist, Amnesia, Jaff, Satan, and so on. So logged was the dominant extension that was used by 29 different ransomware families. Obvious reasons for logged encrypted ink is just easy. That's what the ransomware is trying to do. So basically making it much more easier. So this is the chart of the top ransomware contenders of the year 2017, with Globe Imposter leading the pack with all the different extensions, followed by PTCware and the with its extensions, and the logged extension on the right side. Couple of interesting things to note is that Globe Imposter and PTCware on the left both use the .wallet extension. Similarly, .crypt is shared with Dynacrypt and Cypher as shown on the top right corner. Moreover, Globe Imposter also uses the .logged extension that is used by 28 other ransomware families. So now the interesting question here is that are all of these linked in some way or the other? Which is the work for future for now? And I can tell you right now, some of them are, some of them are not. So, the testing part. Out of the 552, we weren't able to get any hash for 82 of them, and university didn't allow worms. They didn't want us to infect the entire university network. That would have been a big problem for us. And 2 of them were ransomware builders, not the actual binary. But we were able to successfully test 458 of them. To our surprise, upon testing, we found that 47 were not encrypting, but 53%, that is 243 ransomware samples, were actively encrypting, which is an alarming situation as these samples are supposed to be obsolete and the command and control infrastructure should have been taken down or unresponsive to these commands. But this is a big worry sign for the security industry. And it's possible few of them didn't run because the command and control server was down. We might be using the old version of the executable. The binary was aware of being run in a virtual machine. So this is the comprehensive list of all the active variants that are still encrypting the user file system. As you can see, it has BTCware, Crisis, Dharma, Crypto, Locky, Trolldash, Jigsaw, Globe Imposter. There is also a Facebook ransomware that had a Facebook icon as the executable icon, which I thought was cute. So, some of the preventive measures that users should take are regularly updating the system and their antiviruses, maintain proper backups. Also, greater emphasis should be given to the information sharing about the rising attacks, and collaborative defense should be built to protect from future ransomware attacks. We have to work together to solve this problem. This is not a one-man problem to solve. The industry has to combine resources and build proper defense mechanisms if we plan to stop this ongoing bombarding of new ransomware attacks. To conclude, proper backups should be maintained both on-site as well as off-site. One that's connected with the network and one that is not connected with the network. You should have at least 2 backups. Everybody knows the importance of backups, but they should be done regularly, daily, hourly, whatever suits you the best. And we should not forget that old binaries never go out of fashion. They are reused to infect future users. So that's the end. Please feel free to send any of your questions to the following email addresses. My name is Arsh Arora, and Special thanks to my co-authors Rakib Hassan and Gary Warner. Thank you.